India's historic Vikram lander made a hard landing on the lunar surface earlier this month, according to NASA. The Indian Space Research Organisation lost contact with the unmanned probe when it was in the final stage of an audacious moon landing attempt on September 6. Communication with the lander was lost when it was just 1.3 miles from the lunar surface. On September 10, ISRO tweeted that Vikram was spotted on the lunar surface by the space agency's Chandrayaan-2 orbiter. Vikram's fate remains shrouded in uncertainty, as NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter has yet to spot any evidence of the probe. Vikram had a hard landing and the precise location of the spacecraft in the lunar highlands has yet to be determined, said NASA in a statement posted Thursday. The extent of the damage suffered by Vikram is not clear. Vikram and its rover had a lifespan of one lunar day, which is equal to 14 Earth days, according to ISRO. This means that the probe reached the end of its life on September 20. ISRO's Chandrayaan-2 orbiter will continue its mission for a year. The U.S., Russia and China are the only countries to have successfully made soft landings on the Moon. Earlier this year, Israel's uncrewed Beresheet spacecraft crashed during a moon landing attempt. The Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft carrying the Vikram lander launched from Sriharikota in southern India on July 22. India's first lunar mission, Chandrayaan-1, orbited the Moon in 2008 but did not land there. It did, however, launch an impact probe that was intentionally crashed into the Moon. Chandrayaan-1 operated for 312 days. The Moon looms large for a number of countries' space programs. China, for example, became the first country to successfully land a probe on the far side earlier this year when the Chang'e 4 lander reached the lunar surface on January 2. The U.S. also has its sights set on the celestial satellite and plans to land American astronauts, including the first woman, by 2024. The Artemis program will also establish a sustainable human presence. NASA recently revealed details of its vision for the Artemis moonlander. Speaking at Kennedy Space Center on the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing on July 20, Vice President Pence announced that the Orion capsule that will take American astronauts back to the satellite is ready. Since Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin set foot on the surface, only 10 more men, all Americans, have walked there. At a White House event in July, Aldrin voiced his disappointment over America's space progress since the days of Apollo 11. Fox News' Chris Chacha, Morgan Chung and the Associated Press contributed to this article. Follow James Rogers on Twitter. James Rogers.